Big up people, man. Man like Waffle Don and Craig in the building. Another show just to cry about what happened today. Brother, that loss has to be on Arteta, isn't it? What
Yeah,
you got to say about that game?
He picked the wrong midfield. They lost it in midfield. I told you so many times, Abder, that Mikel Merino and Declan Rice don't work well together in midfield. They don't work well together. Since last season, I've been saying the same thing. They don't work well together. I don't know why he had Eze on the bench. Could have started Eze in the 10 or Ranieri in the 10. Why didn't he do that? And when Eze came on now, he done his thing on the wing when he came on. Martinelli was thinking out the joint today. He was terrible. There's one chance in the first half when he had the chance to play in Gokares. He dribbled out for a goal kick.
Yeah.
My brother.
I'm laughing now because I can remember that. I remember that bit of play as well. It's just like, why when this manager needs to like do something like really brave or just take a risk? I would have respected Arteta more if he'd have said, you know what, we're going for Liverpool's neck today. We're playing Eze because I'm sure like Slot would have been like, boy, if they play Eze, I'm gonna have to change it up. But no, he plays Marino, he plays Declan Rice, he plays Zuberman. All these midfielders, there's no dynamism about these midfielders. Declan Rice is obviously like, someone that can get out of the pitch. But Marino, I think, was a massive mistake.
No, I agree. 100% I agree. I saw that.
But we didn't lose the game because of Marino, though.
No, we didn't lose the game because of Marino. We lost the game because the left wing's been a big problem, man. It's been a big problem for the last couple of seasons now. Not this last season, the season before that as well. I thought that Trossard doesn't, when he comes on, he's a more better impact player. Martinelli has regressed as a player. The season when he scored 15 goals, he hasn't done it again. So it's a one-season wonder. He's gone backwards. And I thought they would just cut their losses and got big money for him. And Semenyo is the one we should have gone for. Or play Eze today. Play Eze on the left. Semenyo, play Eze on the left. When Eze came on, he got the ball in the second half here. Absolutely, towards going to see the goal. Ran past a lot of Boswell on the wing thing.
That was wicked, isn't it?
Yeah. That was sick. And there was a chance when he got the ball in the box here and he went past a couple of players. And then I think Gomez fouled him and never got a penalty. I think he did go down a bit. I remember that. But bro, I was so vexed today, man. Honestly, I've never been so upset being Arsenal. I know we lost games in the past and I'd be all calm, but today was a game we should have took it to Liverpool. Liverpool there for the taking. The first half was dominating. The second half, they turned it up in the second half. Look at Calafiori. Calafiori had a great game. I thought Calafiori was one of our best players. He kept Salah quiet. He kept Salah quiet today. Salah had nothing to have a kick. Every time Salah went left, right, whatever, got him every single time. And the free kick as well, I think David Raya's positioning for the free kick was poor.
I've been saying this about his positioning. It was poor.
He should have saved that free kick because he was more. Do you know where the goal was here? In the mid, he was not in the middle of the goal. He was more towards the right hand side of the goal. So by the time the free kick came in, he was diving for what? To say that he's making an effort to save it. It was too late when he was diving. He should have angled it, and he had 3 in the wall as well. Normally in the free kick, he had 4 in the wall. He had 3 in the wall for the free kick. He had 4 in the wall. Maybe it'd have been better. But the same thing, I say error made last season against United. Remember when Bruno scored that free kick against him last season? Same far out as well.
Yeah, you know what? Just shoot. Just put the ball in the corner. Yeah, exactly. But that not going to take anything too much away from that free kick. It was a brilliant free kick, but still,
a world-class free kick.
This comment here, Martinelli is finished, and we should sell him now. I don't believe that Martinelli should be still playing in this team. He's had 2 rotten seasons now. I think this is going to be his 3rd. He's going into his 3rd crappy season now. Yeah. What has this guy got some dirt on Arteta? Why he keeps on like bringing him into the squad? The thing that annoys me, about this game, is that Marino didn't play the last game. Martinelli, yeah?
Yeah.
And we've just brought in Eze, yeah? Who's probably the best players, yeah? You need to start Eze, man. What is Arteta doing?
I don't know, brother. I don't know. So I thought that he bought Eze for that money. So if you buy Eze for that money, you start the guy. If he gets tired in the game, you bring him off and bring on maybe a Martin or Trossard to end the game. You don't bring him on bench for the first game. I heard he was training very well in training this week as well. He was doing well in training. And another thing I got to tell you as well, I don't know if you heard this online. You know, Saliba was injured in the warm up and he still started.
I'm hearing.
You heard that, yeah? The guy was injured in the warm up and he still started the game. That's sackable offense. I'm sorry, that's sackable.
That's ridiculous, isn't it? Why?
But,
Why risk him? And you saw Mascara when he came on, yeah? Mascara can do a job.
He was solid. I wasn't worried about Mascara today. I thought Mascara would handle himself against Liverpool, and he handled Ekatike excellent. Him and Gabriel,
Excellent.
I think Timber, Gabriel, Mascara, and Calafiori handled him well. And Declan Rice was helping out as well to cover the lines as well. So I wasn't worried about.
He didn't have a sniff today.
He didn't have a sniff. I wasn't worried about Mascara. What I was worried about was attacking. And they're not passing the ball to Gokras at all. What's the point buying a striker if you're not going to feed him? That's like you buying a dog and not feeding him food. Come on, man. Honestly.
It's a joke thing. It's a joke thing. It's a joke thing. Gyökeres, obviously, you play ball and stuff like that. Yeah? You play striker role as well. It's like, yeah. How are you able to, like, get around the team if no one's playing the ball to you? And all you're doing is just chasing shadows, bro. Chasing down. Do you know what I mean? Trying to press Van Dijk and Canate. You're not gonna get the ball off them guys.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
And them two had him in their pockets there because he wasn't getting service. If you don't get service, how are you gonna score? I'll say for that Man United did with Hoyland last season, not passing the ball, not getting
good
exactly
point.
Exactly the same thing as them passing the ball. And then now they got rid of him. They're gonna get rid of him. You need to feed the striker. Do you think if Thierry Henry was playing this game today, do you think he'd be and not getting the ball? You think he'd be angry? He'd be like, pass me the ball.
Yeah. Nah, you can't survive on a game like that, man. But yeah, what did you think? Like, what did you think in terms of like our whole application of the game? Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, because we just didn't turn up today, did we?
No, I think when it comes to the big game, especially away from home, Arteta's too cautious. He doesn't go for the goal, let's kill the game off, and then he can rest players after. It's too defensive minded, thinking, you know what, if we go there, go to a team with sit back. That's what we did today. We sat back in banks of 4-4-4, defense, midfield, and 2 attackers. That's it. They don't want to go all out. Let me put 4 attackers up and go and take the game to Liverpool. I thought Madueke had a good game on the right. He was cooking on Kirk.
Yeah, Madueke was decent.
But I feel like we need that on the left hand side as well. The other side was just dead. There's no non-existent. I think when Madueke was doing that, that should encourage the other players to go forward even more. So say, you know, Madueke, let's go and support him and get more attackers in and try and get a couple of shots on target. Madueke did have a couple of shots on target today, to be honest. But bro,
you see. What in terms of today's game, what does it do psychologically for both teams? What does this have any kind of impact? I know it's only 3 games, but is there any type of psychological impact on both teams?
100%. Because we could have gone there for the win. If we'd gone there for the win, that would have been a statement win. We beat the champions at home. Do you remember when Arsenal were invincible? Yeah. And we went to Man United at Old Trafford, and we lost that 49 game at Old Trafford. Remember that game when we lost it? Yeah. And see how psychologically it affects us for the rest of the season. After we lost that game, we dropped points out of the next game, and then after that, we lost the momentum, and then Chelsea went swooped in and won the league that season. We could have gone to Anfield today and got a win, and that could have psychologically affected Liverpool, and then they're on the ropes now, struggling to get back into form and whatever. Now we've gone to the champions and lost to the champions. They're going to be up for it now. They're going to say, you know what, we're beating Arsenal, our main rivals, our second place with our 3 season. They're going to be up for it now. That's the thing. So they don't have to worry. If they get Isak and get go Gueye tomorrow, they're going to go win the league. Let's be honest. Let's just be brutally honest. They get it's that tomorrow and get the defender they need, they're going to run away with the league again. And why? Because we're too stubborn. The manager's just too stubborn. It's not the first time he's done this. If the first time he's done this, I could give him a little leeway, but it's not the first time he's done this, man. He just never learns from his mistakes. He's too stubborn. Doesn't I don't I don't even know if he even listens to his own coaches and all when they tell him certain things on the bench. Honestly,
Carl Hines, yeah.
Heinz,
Carl Hines.
oh, man.
Oh man, do you know what? I think tomorrow. I don't think it's hit me as hard today, but tomorrow I think I'll be annoyed because then we're going to get all the Liverpool fans already are like just gunning us on Twitter now, and you know what I'm saying, all the rival fans are just taking the mick out of us and stuff like that. So yeah,
I've been getting phone calls. After the game. I had to not answer my phone. I called them back, getting phone calls and messages. Yeah, messages. Oh, Arsenal lost. And WhatsApp, my football group I'm in, that will say, no, Arsenal, Liverpool fans are roasting Arsenal. Oh man.
I just feel as well, yeah, that the record now of going to Anfield now it's gone now. It's gone, and our set pieces weren't even great today. I thought we were
poor.
I thought we were poor, and this Arsenal team, yeah, the 5-0 win against Leeds, it's just papering over the cracks. We were poor at Man United. We've been poor most of pre-season, I think, in my opinion. We were poor literally all last season.
And pre-season as well.
Yeah.
Got pre-season. We lost 2 or 3 games in pre-season.
Exactly. And it's just like, you know what? Yeah. And another thing on top of that as well is that we're picking up injuries as well. We're picking up a lot of injuries in only in a few games. In the last few games, we picked up injuries. Norgard's injured.
Yeah. If you're not someone told me as well. Norgard, Saliba.
Who else is injured?
Ben White.
Havertz. Timber looked like he got injured, but I don't know. Did Timber go off?
No, he stayed on.
Timber looks like he's. I don't know if he's what it is, but he always seems to pick up an injury in the game as well. So I don't know what's going on with this guy. Watch Liverpool's trying game Esak tomorrow, yeah.
So the same thing. They said that, yeah. They got that, and then that's game over for them. They'll win the league.
Saliba's, I think Saliba's probably going to have like injuries. Yeah. If I was Arsenal, I would say, listen, none of you are going on international duty, man. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. What do you think of Odegaard, man? I know I don't want to make it like an Odegaard witch hunt, but he came on. He didn't really do much. Oh, that's a beautiful free kick, bro. I'm just seeing it from the ref's angle, you know. Look, I don't want to play it. I'm going to show you from the ref's angle, yeah. Look at the free kick, bro. Look at that angle.
Wow. Might as well David Beckham when he used to whip them free kicks.
That's a Beckham free kick, bro.
That's a Beckham free kick. There's a whip on it.
The whip on that. What a goal, bro. What an absolute beauty.
No, it was a world-class goal. Sabota is a very good player anyway. He was good in Germany. When he's in Germany, he's always been a good player anyway. He's good at taking long-distance shots anyway. But we should never... The free kick we gave conceded from the goal was very sloppy as well. It was a sloppy free kick. It was a lazy tackle from Subavendi. He didn't have to make that challenge. Even though the defenders in front of him that could have stopped that ball anyway. He made a lazy tackle and then we just conceded the goal. But yeah, man, you're right about the international break. We need to go and make any other players go, man, because we can't afford to get any more injuries. I think we've got Forest after the international break. And after Forest, we've got City. There's going to be some hard games coming up after the international break.
Definitely. Bro, man, what's been going on with you, man? What's happening?
Nothing much, man. Just work. Birthday on Friday.
Yeah. Happy birthday for the other day, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you, man.
25, yeah?
Yeah, I wish. I wish.
The big question. What did you say?
I still feel like I'm 25.
Telling you, bro. The big question, and it's gonna haunt us, yeah, from now to the end of the season is why didn't he start as a?
Yeah, that's gonna imagine end the season they were just lead by 3 points, and that 3 points could have been at Anfield. That will hurt. That will hurt even more, you know.
Definitely. My boy wants to hop on for a few minutes. Yeah, he's you know who he is. Matty Southern. Yeah.
No, of course.
Southern Gooner. Yeah, he wants to hop on for a little bit. So
no, let him come on. Let him jump on, man.
Yeah, let him just jump
chat
on.
with him as well. Yeah, man.
Let's see what they're saying. Pull up, man. Pull up, man.
Yeah, man. Thank you, AFC, always, man. Thanks for the happy birthday. Thank you, brother.
Definitely, man. Big craze. B-Day.
No birthday presents today for Arsenal.
Bro. And the thing is, I wasn't too impressed, like, the way we applied ourselves. Big up to man like Southern Guna in the building. How you doing, my bro?
How you gentlemen doing? Let me ask y'all that. How y'all doing today? How y'all feel?
Do you know
Angry,
what?
vexed.
Do you know what? I don't feel. I'm disappointed. I want to say I'm vexed. I'm disappointed.
You hear that?
That's how I feel. That's how I feel.
You hear that? That is the acceptance phase, because we know this manager. When anybody today, when I put the team sheet in the group today, everybody looked at that team sheet, you knew what was coming. You hoped that it would be wrong, but you knew what was coming. This manager not only let the fans down, but he let those players down today, because he did not put them in the best opportune situation to win the game. He started them on the back leg from the start with that lineup. Players like Magalhaes, Timber, even Calafiore today, the defense, Rice, Eze on the bench, Damn it, on the bench. And I said during the broadcast, the fact that he brought them two on in the second half tell you he could have started them in the first half. This manager, his stubbornness is going to cost this team for the rest of this season. We're going to find ourselves in situations like today where we have clear-cut chances to put down a marker, make a statement, to do something, to change the attitude, to change the feel. New feeling, you know, a new walk. You just got a new job. You've been there a week. You're getting paid pretty good. You walking through the office, you know, doing your thing. You're feeling good. You're dusting yourself off. You're putting on new cologne you done bought. But with Arsenal, you get the same old stinking Aramis cologne that your granddaddy used to wear. You walking around with this 20-year-old bottle of cool water. Yeah, 20-year-old bottle of cool water. You walking around with that on. This is what you get with that manager. This manager is diabolical. This manager is a dangerous man. I'm telling you, this is demonic football. This is demon football we're watching from the pits of hell. This is football. I'm telling you all, this is demonic football that we saw today. And he left this team naked again. Once again, to watch Silverslide. A whole game of defending. Not to lose, to do what? Lose. Only Arteta can do that. Can make a team and set it up to go out there not to lose, only to do what? Lose. It mystifies the mind. And you got top gooners today. Oh man, the referee. No referee. I don't care how many what we were getting today. That thing was saving us from that today. Because we didn't start off, we started the game today with no intention on this manager to win the game. Because if you want to win the game,
I got something for you.
Okay, brother. Okay, what you got?
This is what I got for you.
Yeah.
Let's not talk about him, man.
I mean, look right here. Play it again. Play it one more time. Let me see it one more time. Play it. Look at this. Look where the ball. Look at this. Right there. Look at that right there. Look.
Slip Walker is in. Walker is making a run. Slip him in. No, just slip him in. And ran it out on play.
Well, this is not something when we sit on these panels and we talk about theory, that what if we did this? What if we put? No, they saw it last week. We saw it. The world saw it. And then this week, in probably the biggest game of the season so far, he shows up and reverts back to what we've seen the last 2 years. The same style of play with new players like Zubamendi. Calafiori's out there. He's out there. He missed most of last season. He was out there. You know,
he was good today. Calafiori was good today.
Yeah, he was decent. Mascaro, decent for coming in for the situation he was in, especially the situation he had to walk into. Matt Wakey was the man of the match.
Matty Wakey was good.
Matt Wakey was the man of the match. That was the only thing. That was the only bright spot about going forward today. Was Matt Wakey. We've got serious problems here up under this manager. This manager is going to be the sole reason why this team is not successful again this year. Him alone. Because the team on the surface is not a bad team. Because we were in it. Think about it. In theory, we were in the game. We were in the game up until about the 82nd, 83rd minute, whatever it was. So if we're in the game, then what change and what factors allow us to win the game? The manager. The manager has to be able to make that tactical change. Slot made him. Slot said, "Oh well, we're not playing good football here in the first half. So when we go in for halftime, I'm going to make some adjustments." What does he do? Make adjustments. Balls on the floor. Keep the ball on the floor. Exploit the gaps. What happened? Win a penalty. I mean, not penalty, but win a free kick. And what happens? Have a shot. The same way Arteta thought he was going to win is the way Liverpool won. With set pieces. The same way that he thought he was going to win. That's what Liverpool did. They won the game. So what does that tell you in itself? The manager was not brave, because if he was brave enough, we probably would have had more chances to win the game than what we had today. And instead, he put Gyökeres in a bad position, knowing that he's back there defending. When had in your career, everybody on this panel, when have y'all seen Gyökeres back there defending, playing for sport?
Never.
Show me the tape. Show it to me. I want to see him back for 90 minutes in the game, going back defending, trying to get the ball off somebody.
Nah, I've not seen it.
This is diabolical stuff we're seeing with this manager, y'all.
Terrorist.
Because it is, because we sat here last year and everybody here was saying we need a gunman, we need a striker. Striker's here. We're seeing the same exact thing. So that tells you immediately, you know what the problem is. It's the philosophy of this manager, whether the egals of the world, whether any of these top gooners want to believe it or not, it is the philosophy of this manager that has set this team back. And it keeps setting us back every time we're in situations where we can finally rise above. Could you imagine if we'd won the game today? Where it would have took us today? This is what I'm tired of, y'all. This is what I'm tired of. I'm tired of sitting here every year looking at the team. What could we have done if we would have done?
Same question. If buts and maybes. Same thing. Year in, year out.
Man, it's the same same thing over and over. Craig, we've saw it. We've all sat here before, and we've said the same stuff over and over. I'm not crazy. That's why I keep telling people we're not crazy. We're not crazy. What we're seeing is not normal. This manager, that got up this morning. First thing I saw this morning before I rolled out of bed, I looked on Instagram. First thing I see, they're walking out the hotel for a morning walk.
Yeah.
And I'm saying to myself, even as a coach, what you doing, man? Y'all need to be chilling, thinking about the game, relaxing. And then you got all this. They want all this over warming up stuff. I'm seeing. I watched it during preseason. They're all this warming up. Just what I'm saying. They out there warming up for, before the game even gets started. Like they playing the game. Then when the game starts, you get injured the first 10 minutes.
What about Saliba? Saliba got injured in the warm up, and he still played him. That's negligence.
Timber was out there injured in the last 15 minutes of the game.
Yeah,
he was.
We've seen this negligence. What you just said is malpractice. This is malpractice. You take care of your players. Look, I was a coach. I'm telling you what I know. I used to warm my players up, and I used to tell them all the time, don't overwarm yourself. Don't overdo it. Go chill out, man. Because you mess around, it's one thing to get get loose, but there's another thing to you overexert energy. Game gets started, you gas. Did y'all see Jokic the day about midway through that second half, that Craig? He was sucking wind. He was looking like he ain't worked out in about 30 days. But that's because he had to go run all over the pitch.
Yeah.
It's wild, brother.
No, but Matt, then the matter thing as well that Matt, though, like this today, if we'd won today, it'd been a statement win. Now Liverpool have won today. They're gonna have the ascendancy. They're going to buy two players on. They go buy two players tomorrow. That need Isak on Gueye from Crystal Palace. They will go on and win the league. That's their confidence boost. And we could have done a statement win. Why didn't he start Eze? Eze, you bought him all that money, all that hype, all that promo, all that everything last week. He start Eze at Anfield. He's got a good record there as well. You start your best players. Marino, I said this last season. Marino and Declan Rice don't work well together in midfield. I don't know what it is. They just don't have a good relationship in midfield.
He's
together.
Too slow. He's too slow.
They're too slow. Yeah, and it doesn't work. You could have played Wanyeri there today. You could have played Eze. You could have played Eze in the number 10, or you could have played Eze out wide. You could have played Wanyeri on the 10. You could have done anything. And then when you're bringing on players like Eze and Odegaard towards the end of the game, we're chasing the game. The game's already dead. Half the players are already tired anyway. So, you know what I mean? So by the time we're doing that now, we've already lost the game anyway. And Liverpool saw the tactics. We battled them in the first half. So Liverpool they change their tactics in the second half. And they go and attack us. And we make a silly mistake, give away a free kick. And then the goalkeeper, well, he could, I don't know, man. He
Craig, we go to him. Goalkeeper there, he's passing the ball into the middle of the pitch. With players, to a defender with two players barreling down on him. He did it twice.
He's been doing that since last season. But every time dangerous passes.
Yeah.
As we call them in football, I play football. We play hospital passes.
Yeah.
You don't do them passes in football. You don't do that.
That's basic. That's basic stuff. Since I know that's basic stuff, man. What did your coach tell you? Get the ball out the middle of the pitch to the sides. Get the ball out
onto the wings.
Either send it up the pitch. It's one of the two. You passing the ball into the danger zone. There's about a 30% chance that could go sideways. And he did it twice. And he can see. He's the only player on the pitch that has the vision of the whole entire pitch. He can see everything. And then he makes that pass to a player up under pressure. That was told to him to do by the manager. You made that pass. They worked on that at practice. I guarantee you they worked on that at practice.
But another thing as well, Matt, I think he's overworking the players in training as well. Someone told me last season when I was working and said to me that I think Arteta overworks the players in training. But why is every minute all the players are getting injured? Ben White got injured after the first game. Havertz got injured after the first game. Saliba broke down today. Saka broke down last week.
6 in 1 week. 6 players in 1 week. That's all. 6 players in 7 days. We've lost 6 players in 7 days. Well, Timber's pending. 6 players. 6 players now. Well, I mean, we've been watching football for decades. I've never seen 6 players go down in 1 week.
Oh, he's overworking the players, man. He's overtraining them, putting too much strain on them, and the training at Arsenal. I would love to go to an Arsenal training session and see how they do the intensity. I could report that they do heavy running, a lot of pressing. So what he wants to do in the team, it's not. Other teams don't do all that heavy pressing in training. Why they're not getting injured?
Craig, you know, as a coach and a player, because I played semi-pro. When you're at practice, the most important practice of the week is normally the one that comes in on either Monday or Tuesday, whenever, because that's coming off of a game. Yeah. So you're breaking down, trying to figure out what are we going. You're trying to address problem areas. So when you get to Wednesday through Thursday, bro, that's installing the game plan. So what you got player running all over the place for? Because all you're doing is installing the game plan. This is what we need to be doing this week. We need to work. If there's a problem area like that, I'll give you a good example. If there's a problem area like defending corners, you're gonna probably put 40 to 50% more to practice on making sure that that's covered if everything else is taken care of.
Of course.
So and then if that's not taken care of, and they say, okay, well, we're having a problem, we're giving away the ball in, too much in the midfield. You're working on drills to make sure that we maintain control and maintain our shape in midfield. So when I see they say he's overworking players, I'm wondering what the hell are y'all doing? Because it's really not that hard, because most of these players you've coached for 6 years.
Of course.
So if you've coached all these players for 6 years, Craig, then so how is it that you've got to try to go through this much work? Basically, all you should be doing now is bedding in new players. Eze, Jokeris, Madueke, Mosquero, Norgard, and Zubamendi. You're just getting them acclimated. So it doesn't require a whole lot of running people into the ground.
Yeah.
So this is how I know this man is he's a tyrant. He just wants to come in and rule the team with an iron fist.
And the maddest thing is as well that, like, look at Saka. He's ruined Saka now. Saka's not going to be the same player.
Saka's done.
Saka's finished. I'm sorry to say this, but that's 2 hamstring injuries. He had a serious hamstring tear last year against Crystal Palace. Out for a long time. Was rushed back. We don't talk about him being rushed back. It should have been end of the season. Should have rushed him back. Let him have a good rest. Bring him back in pre-season. Now he comes back the first game of the season, second game of the season. I think it was injured against United. I don't think it was the game last week that injured him. I think the United game he was injured. He couldn't run at his players. At United, he was very sluggish. Last week he made one run and he got injured. He's overplaying the players. For what? Why are you overplaying the players? You got to tell players like Saka, you know what? I'm going to rest you today and take it. You have to take it on the chin. You can't get sent to the manager. I want to play every single game. In the modern day football, you can't do that anymore. It's not like back in the day where you could play almost every game. The game has changed from the 90s, early 2000s. The game is more about like energy and everything. It's not about like how it was back in the day. So you have to know how to rest and rotate players now. You can't be overplaying them.
There's no reason with the players that we have in this team that he should be overworking players, because we've got players that's ready to go on the bench, ready to go. Last year we would look at the bench and you see, nothing. This year you've got attacking options. There's no excuse for us not to be going forward in games. None, absolutely none. This manager just wants to continuously run the team the way he wants to see it. And if it ain't his way, it's the highway. And I'm telling you, this brother, before he keep on the way he's going, we've got to come back against Forest, who's going to be, by the way, they're going to be pissed like a hornet's nest. They're going to be mad because of what happened today. And then you got City waiting that. And then you got Forest, Champions League, then you got City.
Wow.
You forgot about that.
And Newcastle after City as well.
And Newcastle, by the way, who's going to probably have Whistle on the team by the end.
Let me show you something, guys, quickly, yeah? And this is why this manager can't take us anywhere, yeah? And there's too many games last season and the same today. Just keep your eyes on the shots on target today, people. A professional team played 98 minutes and only had one shot on target. How does that make sense, SG? How does that make sense? How much have we spent? How much have we spent this year? And we can only muster one shot on target. One shot. 11 shots, but one shot on target. I know Liverpool got 3 on target, but come on. What is going on? Why are we failing at the simple things? Why is this manager got everyone in a trance? I've seen teams change their managers and look like different teams now. And Matty said this a long time ago now. He's saying, don't give this manager any more money. Don't give him no money.
Cut the spigot off. Cut the spigot off. Cut it off.
Cut it off.
Berta's giving him the tools. He wanted Matt Wakey, he got him. Berta said, well, you're not getting Stesko, thank God, and you getting Jokeris. We've given you no guard. You wanted no guard. You got him. And Zubamendi, he's here. These are the players you asked for. Most of them. So what's the problem? Oh, it's you. Tell you, this manager's got about 2 more months left in it at the rate he's going.
I agree. 2
more months left in it at the rate he's going. Because see, that's not. Fellas, I want to reiterate this. I'm gonna mention this on my fan cam. I want people to understand we're finding ourselves. This is when I have a major problem with this. We're finding ourselves in situations that present themselves that can take us to the next level. We made it to the semifinals of the Champions League, the Champions League. You know, we're against Liverpool today. It's pretty much even. You know, going into the game, everything's pretty much even. And now you got to go back to the drawing board. You got to get back, believe it, back and reinstall into the team. Just think about this. Let me make it a little easier. Eze provided you with all the energy you needed last week to propel you forward. And now all that's been sucked out of the stadium. You got to start all the way back over to drum up that kind of energy again. Eze sitting on the bench today. Did y'all see him on the bench today? He's looking like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, I clocked that. I clocked the energy. Even when in the warm-up, he just didn't look happy. He knows.
Bro, the man would have been
He knows he's better.
He would have been playing right now. If he went in the team, he would have been on the pitch today playing right as we're talking right now, playing against Villa, whoever Palace playing today. Any team in world football, he'd been playing today. Only at Arsenal. Only at Arsenal. Only at Arsenal does that kind of stupidity happen. Where you bring in a player you spent that kind of money for, you don't even play him. And this is what I was thinking about. I wanted to say this to you when you got back. Did you peep how he had to bring Odegaard on today? For what? For who? Why? He just had to bring him on because Eze was coming on. He didn't want Eze to get the shine. I got to make sure Odegaard get in.
Oh, this is just getting me mad now, you know, when I think about it and I deep it.
Odegaard was injured last week.
Yeah.
He said he was injured all week long. People have been saying he was injured. We saw him come off the pitch. We saw him holding the shoulder. Now all of a sudden he's healthy. He's good to go. Why? Because Eze's in the team. He does not want the discussion to be Eze is providing us with what we need going forward. Then he threw him out to the left. He just threw him out to the left, brought Odegaard in the midfield. And what did Odegaard provide for us in midfield this afternoon, gentlemen? What did he provide?
Absolute did we, mate?
Same old. Same old. But see, these are the discussions that most folks don't want to have. I'm seeing a recurring pattern. He's trying to make sure he gets his players that his favorite, because he's got favorites in his team.
Yep.
He's got favorites. It is clear cut. He has his favorite players in his team. He's trying to make sure they eat at everybody else's expense. How do you think Ethan feel? 5, you signed a new deal. New deal. You went out last weekend, and you cutting the cheese. Then this week you sitting there. You just sitting there on the bench. Max Dowman, 5 minutes, 5 minutes of football. Eze, it takes 20 minutes for an attacking player to get started because your legs got to get warmed up. You got to kind of get into, get up the game speed. And if you don't believe me, look at the last look from when he came on until you go to the last 10 minutes of the game. He could have started that way. We probably having a whole different discussion. If he just started with what was out there at the end in the beginning of the game, we having a completely different discussion. I'm convinced of that. But because this manager runs this team like a tyrant, he will sacrifice success at the will of his ego. His ego is more important than the success of this football club. And I firmly believe that. I firmly believe that his ego is the sole biggest problem at this football club. He is not a humble man. He has no desire to be humble. You've got 2 coaches sitting next to you that's 10 times qualified than what you are. And you mean to tell me you can't listen and find something that both of them telling you to do? Because I'll guarantee you, Gabby Heiser knows something, and we know Alpart Albert knows something. And you're not you telling me they didn't tell you to go into the game attacking? When we visually seen Alport Albert take a team into to the Etihad and go at them on the front foot.
Narcissist, mate.
I've seen Heiser. I've seen Gary Heiser go at teams personally in Atlanta United. I've seen this. This manager is his way or no way. I'm telling you all, Mr. Bird is going to eventually have a talk with this gentleman. He having these kind of results. Because today, that result didn't make any sense. That was a foolish result we got today. We didn't have to get that loss today. There was no reason that we should have took that loss today.
Yeah.
We should have been that. We should have been going there today to pick up wins. This is the 4th game of the season.
You know how he spun it though already. He said that, we were great today, but we just got done by a great free kick. Basically, we were good today, but we just got done by a brilliant free kick. That's how he's going to spin it. That's how the top goons are going to spin it. There's no way out for us right now. There's no.
See,
today was to be the day where I was celebrating a victory against Liverpool since 2012, and we had the chance to do it. And nothing changes with this manager either. Nothing ever changes with this manager.
A leopard doesn't change his spot. A leopard does not change his spots. If for a minute there, everybody thought, oh, you know what? Maybe he will go be on the front foot.
Yeah.
Nope.
Wasn't happening.
Nope. We saw that lineup. I saw it, dropped it in the group. I was already shaking my head as I was dropping it in. So I already knew. It's rough, man. And it's gonna be like that all year. It's gonna be like this all year.
Yes. Slot's got one up on him already now. This season already. One up on him already.
Yeah. He makes adjustments. I mean, Slot knows how to coach. When you look at him at halftime, he's in there. He didn't even bring on Bradley. He's telling Bradley the game plan. This is what we're getting ready to do. We change it. You see it. Players come out within the first 10 minutes of the game. You see the ball's on the floor. See, Arsenal want to play with the ball in the air, bouncing all over here, up here. All this stupid stuff. They play with the ball on the floor. Balls on the floor. Boom, 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 boom. That's how they got the free kick. Balls on the floor. We're playing. We're playing. It's cliche. Everybody, it's cliche, but we play like Stoke.
You know the thing is as well, yeah.
I mean, we play Sunderland.
You know the thing is as well, yeah. When we used to play good football under Wenger, we used to play, especially invincible football. Everything was on the floor. We never had anybody score goals from headers. Everything was on the floor. 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch at least. 1 touch in, out, and score goals. We don't do that anymore. Everything's in the air, as you're right, in the air all the time. Teams are working us up. Set piece FC, as they call us. We've learned to score open goals. We learned to score from open play, not open goal, score open play. Everything now is like we get a corner, we score goal from a corner, score goal from a corner, or score. It's not good enough, man.
Craig, the thing about it is when people gonna get tired of it. We all tired of it, but when is everybody else gonna join the club? Because until that happens, man, it's gonna be like this all year. We may even beat Forest when we come back off the break.
Yeah, we lose against City.
Oh yeah, we back. We got 5 burner boys, all that kind of stuff. We start all that silly stuff. We'll play City.
Then get battered.
Yeah, and get battered. Cherky's out for 2 months, and then we'll still go there and they get turned over.
Harlan will get a hat trick or something, and they'll be like, "Oh, we had a good game." Yeah.
Hold on, guys. I just want to play this again for you guys.
Yeah, make sure you send that to me, man. I
just want to play this again for you guys. This is after 6 years of managing. This is after 6 years of managing this player.
Yeah.
Footballers of all time. Pele, Ronaldinho, Neymar.
Nah, right there. Right there.
Yeah.
No, man. Embarrassing.
He's even go back and get one more time. Watch this. I'm gonna show y'all something else. He's even right there. Oh, right there. Look right there at the bottom, right there, right at the bottom, right there. Now right there. Go to your left. Go to your left. Go to your left. Right there. He's got two options.
He could have played to Mikel Merino on the right, on the middle, or he could have played to Gyökeres on the other side. He was calling for the ball.
Like him to get to the ball.
Like see the gap right there. There's a massive gap between the two defenders. If he puts it through that gap, then Gyökeres is through and he can go through on goal. He didn't play the ball at all.
He's telling him. Matt Ray, he's telling him to play the ball. Put Martinelli on that pitch today.
Even here, he could leave the ball for Gyökeres to take for Gyökeres to take the ball.
Yeah.
Here, and maybe switch the play, or maybe try and go inside. Take a shot. I don't know.
He could have played the ball to Mick. If he didn't want to play to Gyökeres, he could have played.
Does this change going into the next game, or is Gyökeres just going to suffer in this team?
He's going to. I'm going to take outstanding counter-attacking team. So we lose the ball, regardless of the fact we're going to end up paying for it if we ain't careful. We may even win the game. But then when it's time for us to play teams like City, he's going to play like he played today.
Facts.
This guy's got no. We beat them 5-1 last season.
Yeah, but he's going. But see that we all do 5-1. Yeah, we know that. But do you really think this Magic gonna get 5-1 again? 2-1, 3-1? Nah, you gotta be realistic with this Magic. So you know what's gonna happen. Then you go over to the Champions League. Now look, we got a favorable draw, but we dropped 2 games in that. You dropped 6 points. I mean, look at what we got, and then look what if we have to go to the playoffs in the play-in in the Champions League. We're gonna end up with a monster,
like a Real Madrid or something.
Yeah, we'll end up with a monster or somebody because there's some landmines in there. So this brother here, man, did you go? I told Ola, hey man, y'all better beware of Port Vale under this manager. With this manager going to Port Vale, you better.
You know what? I laughed there. I smirked there, but anything can happen with this manager.
Yeah, this manager here, when you 3 midfielders like that today, 7 defensive players, and you go somewhere like that, man, man, come on. Any team that's not afraid to come forward will give us trouble. I'll say it again. Any football team that is not afraid to come forward will give this team and this manager a headache. Because he does not know how to adjust. He does not know how to go forward. And you've seen it in that clip that you replayed. That is Martinelli under the tutelage of this manager. He has no idea, no vision, can't see basic football. That's basic football. Craig played, I coached. We've seen it. Abs, you've played. Anybody that's played, even Sunday league ball, knows that that's a through ball. That's the easiest through ball you could ever make. He can't even make that.
You know, there's the same, Matt, and on Abs here, when we play football, if we don't have a footballing brain. I don't think Martin has a footballing brain, to be honest with you. His brain is, I don't know what kind of brain he has, man, but his footballing brain, his IQ is not 100% there, man, because any player, even an average player, could have made a pass back, made a pass to Gyökeres today. It would have slid him in and got a chance on goal. He's too selfish. It's just all about him. Doesn't think about the team. If you thought about the team and the pass that ball to Gyökeres, and then Gyökeres got a chance to score or do something with the ball. So, yeah.
I'm telling you,
people,
it's crazy. It's getting crazy.
We'll be
4 games into the season. 4 games into the season. He defended today as if it was the last week of the season and we needed to win to get the title. Let that sink in.
This one, Matt is gonna love this one. Matt is gonna love this one. Matt is gonna absolutely love this one. Hold on. This one's for you, Matt. I know you're gonna like this one. Hold on. You mentioned this. Is it BBK that mentioned this as well?
Yeah.
Oh man, it hurts.
That's exactly what Liverpool did. Yeah, all that work, the win on set pieces, and what happened? They beat us with a set piece.
Oh,
Would
man.
be a
Anyway,
set piece.
This is why I told y'all. I told y'all this before. I'm gonna share my screen right quick, Al. This is the kind of football we playing this year. This is what we play, and every time we do it, I'm gonna show y'all, remind y'all. This is what it looked like, right here. This is it, right here. This is it right here. I'm gonna remind y'all every single time when this manager does what like he did today. Gremlin football.
oh,
money. I'm telling you, this is what we see right here.
Oh man.
I mean, it's nothing to be said. I mean, this just sums it all up. I told you, Gremlin football. Gremlin football. I told y'all I'm gonna do every time I see it this year, I'm gonna call it out. The Gremlin football. He set up for Gremlin football again. Nothing said that was inspirational at all. You know what? We're going for it today. Give the guys some belief. They play, they're human. They look at this team sheet. I guarantee you. Look at that team sheet, man. And they they go to their corner with everybody out the locker room, and they're like, man, what's going on here? They sitting in the game, first 15 minutes. They get up, send everybody out like they warm up for what? Through the first 20 minutes, everybody go warm up for what? No reason. This manager, I'm telling y'all, man, this manager is setting us up for the okie doke again. I'm telling you, this manager is people like to say the Cronkies, which I have my problems with the Cronkies, but the sole biggest problem to me is this manager. Because the Cronkies don't manage the games. He's the one putting it, making the team sheet and all that stuff. He's the sole biggest problem at this football club. I'm convinced that we had another manager, we'd have won something by now. We'd won something, and we won today too.
I agree.
There's no reason we shouldn't have won that game today. There's no reason that we shouldn't have won that game today. No reason. And that's not a shot at Liverpool. That's not saying Liverpool's a bad team. I just felt with the players that we have, the money that's been spent, because even with the injury hit players that we have, you look at that team, you look at the Ezes of the world. You look at the Max Diamonds of the world. You look at the Ethans, Timber, Magalhães. I mean, that's basic core. That's a core. That's something to work with. You still can't get nothing out of it. And you tell, and people think I'm crazy.
I got something to say to you guys. Yeah, I thought if we swap our sense of Slot today, Slot was managing Arsenal against Liverpool. Slot would have won that game today.
Absolutely,
he would have won a couple of titles by now. And this is the title we lost against City a couple of years ago. The one when Jesus and Shevchenko and them man were there. He would have won that title. He would have gone across the line. The season we lost it by a couple of points. We would have won 2 or 3 titles by now if Slot was our manager. That's the difference. An elite versus a rookie. That's the difference. Elite versus a rookie.
Yep,
that's the difference.
And then you even look at Brian's manager today.
He beat City. He beat Pep again.
He had to come from behind and take the lead. Look at last week with Newcastle. Yeah, they lost, but look what they went for it. This manager shows up. He shows up to get a draw. And how many times in the last few years how many times if we look at the points table and we see we drop points? There's two right here. We've already started dropping points.
I want to show you the difference between a player that's coached and a player that isn't coached.
Okay. That's what I'm saying. Look at that. Look what it did. That's what I'm talking about to you out before. That one, where he just went past him and you couldn't touch him. Look at this. Look at Martinelli. Oh my. He had all the space to take him down the line and get in the box to have to pass it. Look at that. Why are you doing that? Take him down the line. If he fouls you, get a free kick. He wants to try and I don't know.
That's it right there. That's the difference. Put that in the group too.
Yeah, I'm gonna send that as well.
This is basic football. This is it.
This is painful, man. This is painful to watch, man. I don't know how much more. I don't know how much more I can take of this, man. And people they're gonna say we're being reactionary. This Liverpool is a great Liverpool, you know. But we get cooked for not beating them. We're gonna get cooked for not beating them. You know,
when you that clip you showed of Martinelli,
yeah,
that when you see something like that, you have to go, are you being coached at all? Because the coach sees that, and then he's able to teach the adjustments on how not to do that again. Because he's running, he stops the defenders in front of you. The defender's flat-footed. Go the other direction. I'm telling you all, this manager is the sole biggest problem at this football club. And I'm telling you right now, there's going to be a fallout between him and Gyökeres, and it's probably going to be one with him and Eze down the line too, because these jokers.
You reckon?
They're coming from teams. They're used to going forward. These attackers. These are attackers that know the game.
I agree.
And they're seasoned players.
No, I agree with that, man. I agree because
go ahead.
Yeah,
Greg.
I agree because you know what's gonna happen. Say what Martin was doing now, he's gonna try and coach out of Edison's successful dribbling and make him do more of the Martinelli role, like trap back and do all that nonsense. It's not gonna make him do his attacking flair. He's gonna make Gyökeres play more as a defender than as a striker, trap back and all that nonsense. So you got a point there, man.
I'm telling you, you can't. Certain stuff you can get away with players that's young, impressionable that they hadn't seen it. But when you got veterans, and these are winners, by the way, both of them have won trophies in the last 6 months. Both of them. They ain't stupid, man. As my grandma said, he didn't just fall off the turnip truck. So this is why I said this manager, he's on borrowed time across the board, and he let these players down today, and they realize it. That was the game that was there for. That was a game out for the taking. That's one of the best chances we've had to beat Liverpool in a long time.
There's been some assurances as well. Spending all that money, I don't think it's going to cut it this season. I don't think because the Cronkies, especially Josh, they ain't spending all that money not to get anything back. I don't believe that they're spending all that money. So very disappointing result today. But listen, guys, let's wrap it up anyway. But Matty, what's coming up on your channel, man?
Get ready to do my fan cam here with Lee in a little bit, and we'll do the emergency stream tonight over on Lee Gunner's channel. So we'll be there tonight.
Oh, yes.
So I'm sure it's gonna be cracking tonight.
I'm hearing it. I'm sure Northside and all those guys are as well.
Yeah, today's North's birthday, so you once again Arsenal losing on his birthday.
Oh, man.
Dropping points on his birthday, man. So
that's not.
I know he's probably livid.
Definitely. Well, listen, big up to Matty and Craig for joining the stream today, man. Enough respect for you guys, man. But it's another disappointing loss to, I would say, our biggest rivals in this competition this season. We are not looking like, maybe I'm overthinking this, but we're not looking like guys that can go against the champions. And it looks like Liverpool are going to have another smooth running until this manager changes his tactics, which
it's not going to happen, Abs.
It's not going to happen.
Hey, Craig. That was without Isak, by the way. That was without Isak, by the way.
I know, and Mark Gay as well. To get Gay as well. The two players.
Can you imagine with Isak in the team? Can you imagine that today with Isak?
I'm just putting y'all on notice. I'm just putting y'all on notice. Let y'all know.
So when they come to the Emirates, it's going to be fire.
Yeah, just putting you on notice.
5-0 up in 40 minutes. Switch off TV. Arteta out.
And you're gonna have Ekatike going. They're gonna be interchanging. That's what he's trying to get lined up. That's what he's trying to do. He wants to have a front three because the Salah, Salah's getting old, and you're starting to see it in patches. He wants to have a system where there's not an over reliance on him, but to also be able to complement his age and account for it. And he wants players that can move around and move the pitch, because once you do that, it opens it up for him.
Why isn't our manager thinking like this?
Because he's not a manager. Because he's not a manager. That's why. I told you, any top flight manager in world football, we're having a different discussion with this team. I'm convinced of it now. I'm convinced. I wasn't put money on it. You can go find any manager that's worth his name and salt that can come into this team that's experienced and be able to look at this team and say, yeah, I could do something with that. Because we've got decent players. You telling me Eze in the team, Jokers, Ethan, Max, even Matt Wakey on that right-hand side, filling in for Saka. Saka when he comes back healthy. You're telling me that ain't something that you can work with?
I think we could work with it. I think we could work with these players.
I could work, of course.
Yeah. On paper, you look at that, you go, yeah, that's something I've got something to work. And then the defense is already sorted. So what's the problem? The manager.
So my question is to you: if they do this, get rid of the manager. Say if it doesn't work out, things go bad. Who would you go for to replace him?
I'm bringing it. You see that question there, yeah? They're obviously going to identify someone to bring in. But you've got the likes of the Zidans, you've got the likes of Inzaghi's, you've got the Simeones. Those are just three managers I've mentioned. I'm not even mentioning.
Hey, you want a caretaker? Go get Mourinho. Go get a caretaker. He get you. At least we defend, but we be going forward. That I know. A caretaker.
You need a serial winner.
Yeah, you got to win. We need success at this club now. Exactly what you just said, Alex. We need a success. We need a serial winner. We need a somebody that can actually get the team over the line now. Because the team, like I said, we all have our gripes with some of these players in the team, but the team itself is not bad. The team itself ain't bad. It's the manager giving us the product that's on the pitch. He's selling the product. And it ain't good. I'd even take Albert as a caretaker manager until we can get to whoever we need. You got two qualified individuals on the bench. This team needs to be refreshed. He's going stale. The bread's going stale, man. It's going mold.
I think those three championship runs, I think that's finished him. I think as a manager that psychologically just drained him. I don't think he can do it again.
It's not that it finished him. That's who he is.
A nearly man.
That's who he is.
That's who he is.
A nearly man.
That's who he is. And I know the pressure of somebody as somebody who's coached to have to get over the line. I know the pressure of it. I know what it feel like to go and get the person doing it. I know what it feel like to get it off of you.
It's tiring.
When you get it off of you, bro, you feel real confident because you've seen. Oh, I know what it takes. I know what it takes. I know what it takes. This is why I've always held the standing that he should have learned his craft somewhere smaller, so that he can learn how to deal with certain situations like today. He's still learning on the job. 6 years on, he's still learning on the job.
That's not acceptable. It's
so close to come like Everton or someone like that, and just will learn this from there and just build himself up. And then.
Yeah, that's real talk. But for him to be able to learn from his mistakes, it would take 10 years. We ain't got 10 years to deal with this.
No.
So this is why I say, like you said, a person that can get us over a serial winner, somebody get us over the line. If things don't work out with Brazil, I go right back to the table for Ancelotti. I'd be scrambling.
That's what we should have gone for in the first place when it was him or Arteta. We should have gone for him.
Exactly.
When it was available at the time, we should have gone for him.
Everybody wanted Madrid. Everybody wanted all these players that said Madrid. We probably would have had him if it would have been for him. They'd probably been over here. Wouldn't have Odegaard, I know that. Odegaard wouldn't be here. We'd had a whole different discussion. We would have got Ancelotti, Conte. It's time for this. It's time for people to start doing some soul searching around this football club because we can't keep having these kind of displays like this today. At some point, it's going to cost us the season. Him with this kind of stuff.
The managers, well, Arteta and Southgate are very similar. They're nearly men. Get the final, get that close, and don't win it. They're just that guy. They do all the hard work. When it comes to the final thing of sealing the deal, they can't lock the deal. Yeah. Sad to say it, but it's the truth.
That's the worst part about it too, man. It's the ones that can't seal the deal. No different than Brendan Rodgers at Liverpool. Now he learned he learned at Celtic. I know how to seal the deal now. But he learned from that. This manager ain't learning.
Yeah, no,
he's repeating.
Last question before I go, yeah, because I need to drop off here. Yeah. Is this manager winning anything this season? Do you think he's winning anything?
Not from where I'm sitting at. Not from where I'm sitting at. The best case scenario is Carabao Cup, and even if that's still because he want to know how to manage the players. He'd be scuffing trying to figure out all these exotic formations and all this silly stuff. He's a nilly man, like Craig said. He's a certified nilly man, and you're seeing it today. Again, you saw it today. 7 defensive players. What made you? What possessed you to go to Anfield with 7 defensive players? That demon. Told y'all that demonic football, man.
Anyway, guys, yeah, let's wrap it up, man. Big up to Matty Southern Gooner. Make sure you go and subscribe to Matty Southern Gooner. His name will be in the title, in the description. Big up to Matty. Big up to Craig from One kick from glory. One kick from glory in 8-7. Their names will be in the title. So make sure you guys go and subscribe to them, man. Listen, guys, yeah. It's been great, man. Thank you for. It was only supposed to be a 20-minute show, but it ended up to be over an hour. But I'll be listening into Lee Gunner later, and you, Matty, and Dan.
Great, good to see y'all, man.
I know you man are gonna cook. I know you man are gonna cook today. What time's the show?
He's running late, so it's probably gonna be
3 in the morning or something.
What is it? 9 o'clock y'all time there? Yeah. Right at 9. I'd probably say about probably 10:15.
Yeah. So guys, make sure you head on to Lee Gunners and make sure you give Southern Gooner subscribe as well. Yeah, people. Yeah. But listen, people, we are gone. Peace.